Hello everyone, Dan here, and today I'm going to perform one of my favorites, the Pokeball money routine. I'm super excited, and let's get into it. So to begin, we have a spectator select, honestly, a Pokeball. They can choose anyone they like. Let's just say, for sake of argument, they choose this one, and so we can set the others aside. I'm sorry, other Pokeballs. We'll use you maybe someday. And this will be the Pokeball we'll use for the routine and for everything. We'll keep it over here and always in display. So I actually want to start off by showing everyone something very peculiar, or at least something I find peculiar. We got what is normal to many people but still not normal to me to this day is the venerable $2 bill. Now I just don't get it. Yeah, I just don't. I mean, even though it's a real, legal tender, it's real currency, it's just like, why a $2 bill? Or at least the way the denominations go. Is it real? Is it like two $1 bills? I never understood it. But I decided to make some fun out of it. So if we get the $2 bill and give it like a little squeeze, like so, we can actually turn it, I believe, just like so, into two $1 bills. Like so. Kind of fun. So what we'll do is we'll actually use, let's use this one. And I'll put this one away. And the Pokeball will be for the big ending. We're going to build it on up. For right now, we're also going to need a spectator to loan out a $20 bill. And normally that would, not happen. But in show, like an actual platform show, it makes total sense. So let's say a spectator happily loans out a $20 bill like so. So we got a $20 bill right here, and I'll even mark it with a little, let me see, I'll mark it right here. Hopefully you can see it. I marked it with a little happy face on the left hand. Is it from your side? Well, from my side it's right, from your side it's left. The left hand side with a little happy face to make it unique to all bills. Okay? So we got that. And so it's their bill, and so I can give it back to them at the end. So what we do, the spectator follows me, they do as I do, but since it's only one person, as with coronavirus times, we'll get to it somehow. So I fold up my bill, fold in half, and then fold in half again. They do so as well, fold theirs in half, and then fold theirs in half again, like so. I say fold yours down, and then they fold theirs down like so. And I say, everyone give the lovely gentleman a big round of applause. They do so. Because no one could have folded that bill better. Oh no. So what we do is, I'm going to need to do this one-handed. We're going to place the $1 bill right here. Hopefully you can still see it, yes. And the $20 bill right on top. I close up the hand of the spectator, in this case myself, and we turn it over. Normally this again would be in the spectator's hand. So I asked the spectator, I want you to think of either bill, the 1 or the 20, and hopefully I'll move the bill you're thinking of 1 or 20. Got it? Think about it? And you in the TV land can think of one. Got one? Okay, I'll go for one. And I'm going to go for that you were thinking of your $20 bill. No? Okay, 50-50 chance. For TV land, it's like a hit or miss. It's great. But here's what I'm going to try. Something even more impressive. The other bill would be in the spectator's hand. What if I could get this $20 bill back into the spectator's, or supposedly spectator's, hand without them ever feeling it? It'd be kind of cool, right? Check this out. Count 3. 1, 2, and you can still see the bill, right? 1, 2, 3. And this is one-handed, by the way. And now let me see, this is gonna be awkward. I've got, wait, I got this, I believe. I've got the 1. Wow, this is such a struggle. Now I've got the 1. And you can check out your hand, and they can open up, and they see they've got their own $20 bill. With a little happy face, like so. Thank you. But we want to make it a little bit more impossible. So I actually want to try the biggest money magic. And we all know what that is. If you had a $20 bill or a $1 bill, what would you want to do with this bill, ultimately? You'd probably want to multiply it. And let's be honest, that'd be the coolest thing ever. So let's check this out. If I can do it. Fold it along the pre-folds. Fold it like so. Give it a good crease. You can still see the 20 on there. Don't you worry. Okay. One last view of it. And we give it the magic words. Magic. Or was it Alakazam? Oh, jeez. Yeah, this... yeah, I kind of hate when this happens. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that kind of stinks. And you know what? I can make it up to you. Oh, I got an idea. Here's what I'll do. I'll make it up to the spectator for their changes their 20 to 1. Here's what we'll do. We got 20, 40, 60, 80, $100. Okay, $100. Now, I mean, I could just give you a 20, but that wouldn't really solve ultimately the problem. What I want to do instead is actually make it up to you, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. Okay, I've got the bills, and you can check them out. I can hand them out. Spectators can check it out. Real $20 bills. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go like this, and hopefully get away. And I could give a snap, and now I turn those 20s into $1 bills. Thank you. And so, I mean, I lost $95. I mean, you lost 19, I lost 95. I feel like that's makes for a fair trade. No, you don't seem impressed. Not at all. Okay. What can I do here? Oh, I got an idea. How about this? I would say a spectator. What if we trade your $1 bill for whatever's inside the Pokeball? And you can watch throughout the entire vid. I haven't gotten any of that Pokeball, and this is all one take. Even with my bad my bad mistakes or errors or whatever. So here's what we'll do. I'll take the bill, okay, the dollar bill. I'll take it. I'll get to keep it, and the spectator can now actually go inside and check out what's inside the Pokeball. And I want to be fair to everyone, and they can open it up. It wouldn't be me, but in this case, I'll just push it fairly open. Pops open, and you can actually see there is something inside there. And do you see anything else inside? Hopefully not. Hopefully the camera can see it. Okay. And there happens to be a $20 bill that is, hopefully you can see it, yes, that is held by a paper clip. Removing the paper clip, we can actually see that upon opening, and the spectator can do all this. Okay? I'm starting to see something. I'm starting to see a little smiley face. You can open it on up, and from inside the Pokeball, it is the spectator's signed $20 bill, which is theirs. Everyone is all copacetic and happy, a little bit of magic all around, and I thank you for watching. My name is Dan. Hope you enjoyed the Pokeball money routine. Thank you. Hello everyone, Dan here, and I'm going to actually do a short explanation of my Pokeball money routine and how it works. And I can't explain all of it because some of the routines are literally just from Jay Noblezada's Money DVD available on Penguin Magic, so I have to give him credit in that some of the parts I cannot explain without just directly doing his routines. But I'll give a loose explanation of everything else that wasn't covered in it, so you get the pieces, put the pieces together. I highly recommend, I don't know how more highly I could recommend his DVD. It's a great DVD, the Mind DVD. And also I did a two other things. One was sourced from Paper Clipped, the Paper Clipped routine where at the end I did the reveal. That is essentially originally from Card Work, but I modified it for money, and that's from Jay Sankey's Paper Clipped routine, so he gets credit there. And then finally there was the money change routine I did, and that is Profit by Tom Isaacson, available I believe on Penguin Magic and also Theory 11, and that's like $20. It's a really good DVD, and I suggest you get that one because it's just my favorite build change. So with all that said, let's get into the explanation of it. So we have the gaff. I can't really go into what the gaff is, but I will explain one modification of the gaff I did to J. Noblezada's money routine, which I feel is fair to explain because I modernized it further than I ever did. Now he has his money gaff of the $2 window in the beginning, where I just do the routine and it changes. Okay, and I won't go too much into the workings of it because that is on his DVD, but it will explain that after you show it, I learned a tip from watching the Lake Tahoe Bar Magic series. I forgot his name, the guy who did it. But I saw him do this gesture and do it like this, and it actually inspired me to do something, and it was a modification. And I learned that you can combine from the David Blaine ONLY's DVD the 1 to 5 transpo with the $2 window. It could be like there's one gaff. I could say at least this one gaff bill for the $2 window. And then the other gaff bill is a 1 to 5 transpo bill, and then I've learned that you can combine both of them, one leading into another, which is really, really awesome. And then with the what you're like, but what about the 1 to 5 transpo? Don't you need another bill for that? You can borrow it if you're in a show setting. That makes sense. You could borrow the bill, and in my routine, I have it signed for the later routine. You don't really necessarily need to do if you just do these two routines. But you can sign have their bill signed, not this one, but their bill signed, or you can just pull out your wallet, and so that makes it for fairness to it. So you can buy the 1 to 5 transfer bill would be on the outer end, and then the what would it be? The $2 window would be inside. So this bill right here. So after you do it, you get rid of the $2 window gaff. You can put in your pocket or your wallet, whatever. I just toss in my jacket pocket. Done with that. And now we've got the 1 to 5 transpo bill. I actually use a 20 instead of a 1 to 5. I do a 1 to 20 transpo. Same difference. It's just a 20. And then I borrow a 20 and go with it, or use my own 20, whatever. And there we go. If I use my own 20, I don't have it signed. It's my own bill. I just have them memorize the last 3 serial digits, but it just makes it a lot more impactful. And I don't do the full routine if that's me. Why would I transfer my own bill to my own thing? It'd be better if you borrowed the bill and then did it. So that's why I just tend to opt for borrowing the bill. It makes it a lot more impactful. And so I only do this if people have a $20 bill. And I say, don't worry, I'm only going to borrow it. So that's the first part. I do the performances. What you saw was just me combining 1 to 5 transpo with the $2 window. So you set it all up and you show the $2 window, and you're all set there with the routine. And I can't really go into it, but you get a general idea of it. Now after I've done the routine and got rid of the $2 bill gaff, gotten rid of it, and I do the 1 to 20 transpo. They have a 20. I don't have a 20 on me because it's currently a pandemic with Corona, and I don't have extra 20s on me. You can get why. So I'm just going to explain imaginarily with their bill. I'd have their bill and say I really only want to borrow it, and so I have it signed, so it makes it more fair because I'm borrowing the bill, and it makes it more fair. That wasn't something described in J. Noblezada's, but in my version, I really want to make it fair so they can sign it, and then they know they're going to get it back at the end. I'm describing the first 2 routines. If you're doing the full thing, what I would do is I would have a $20 bill. This is a 1, but I would normally have a 20 inside of here and closed up, and so it would be ready for the paper clip to switch out later. But I'm going to use this so you'll see why. So just pretend that there's a 20 paper clipped folded up into quarters inside of the Pokeball. Leave this right here, just out of harm's way. Okay. And also, if you're doing the full routine, the full routine, I would have a thumb tip with a folded up $1 bill in the standard switch format. You can use any switch, bill switch from the book Switch by John Lovick, and then you just put it on, and it's inside your pocket. Okay, you can put it on here, but it's naturally inside your pocket, just chilling. I'm just describing right now the I've already described the way you combine $2 window to 1 to 5 transpo. 1 to 5 transpo, we have the bill signed. And we do the whole thing about how the bills switch places at the end. I show I've got the 1. And you wouldn't put that 20 that they signed in their hands. You would actually use another spectator. And you could actually make a joke. How does it feel, like for a female spectator, how does it feel holding on to someone else's money? Which is kind of funny. They hold on to it, and then you do the transpo as in the thing. And then you show this bill has switched places with the 20. They're amazed. And then you can put this bill away as you grab on the thumb tip with the bill on it. Okay? I did this real quick, just filming it real quick, so I just grabbed a thumb tip that's actually smaller than it, but I'm just doing it as an example. I'd rather use a classic hard style thumb. Anyways, so now they say, I take back the signed bill, the $20 bill that was borrowed from the spectator, and I say, hey, this, I actually want to show you something cool, because you've been waiting for it. You've been seeing a couple money tricks. They've seen 2 really cool tricks. And I say, what's the real thing you've been wanting to see? You want to see me multiply the money, right? That's what everyone's been waiting for. And so you fold it on up, you fold it on up, and you set it up in the same way. You fold it up the same way you would do it for the bill in the thumb tip. And then you fold on up, and you say, if I give it a squeeze, you give a blow, do the switch as the usual thumb tip, and you insert the bill inside, put it on, open on up. I'm doing this as a rough example. And then you show the $20 bill they had signed is now a $1 bill. Now you go, well, I got the first part. Funny lines you can say while you're doing it is say, and watch this, if I give it a blow and say, magic, and then I flipped it over the bill. Or was it Alakazam? And I look away, and I'm not sure. And that creates a lot of hilarity as they see it. And I'm not even looking at the bill, and they see it unraveled into $1 bill. Ah, dang, I did it again. Whatever. Have the secret $20 bill with thumb tip in here. And then people are getting rage, fury. It's pretty hilarious. I put this in my front pocket, jacket pocket, whatever, and then unload the bill so it could easily be finger palmed later, but it's not really finger palmed. It's just chilling outside the thumb tip in the pocket. Okay? So they have this $1 bill, and they can hold on to it, whatever. They don't care. They're just pissed. And then, so to recover or to recover from it, but add more hilarity, I then do the profit gaff trick, where I say $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. Not a lot of money. Sorry, I would do it with 20s. I wouldn't do it with. Sorry, I would do it in reverse. I actually spent this money and broke this gaff because of the pandemic and me running low on funds, sadly. But just, you got the general idea. I have the profit reversed and set up with the 20s, and I go 20, 40, 60, 80, $100, show it. I'm set up in the profit way, and I can show it up, hand it, don't really hand it out, but you can just show, you can see the eagle, the markings through it, it's real $20 bills. And you go, you can only imagine how I got these 20s. And then you see the person fuming over here, and they're laughing. And they're like, well, logically, you can just take one of these 20s, give it to them, and even though it's not signed, you fix your deal, you know? And so I want to make it up to you. You say you want to make it up to you. You fold, you do the switch, it's all set up, and then you snap, and then you turn the 20s into $1 bills. And then you show it out, and everyone's laughing hysterically. Like, I feel your pain now. Temporarily. I mean, I lost like $100, $95, nearly $100. I feel your pain. I mean, I could change them back, but temporarily I feel your pain. And then everyone's just laughing because the one chance you could have redeemed yourself, you just killed it off for a laugh, which is pretty dang funny. So learn a multi-bill change because they're worth it. I then have the 20, the imaginary 20. I casually pocket the profit gimmick, and then in the same pocket I steal out the signed $20 bill, and I have it in finger palm just chilling. And then there is the Pokeball right here. I'll just fill it with the imaginary. Let's pretend this is the 20. Okay? And so it's inside here. And you notice how I said there are 5 Pokeballs, you can choose one. Every Pokeball could be loaded with a $20 bill with a paper clip on it. And then no matter which one they choose, you've got it, because you're just going to do a switch. So it doesn't really matter when I did the original routine, in case you're wondering about that. But let's say we only have one, and we got it right there. Cool. They see it's a Pokeball, they're all freaking out. So now I say, here, here's what I'll do, you said a spectator. I'll take that $1, and in exchange, I'll let you have the contents of what's inside this Pokeball. Sounds fair? And they're like hemming and hawing, and they don't know what to do. But it's not like they have much of an option. You have the $20 bill finger palmed in your dominant hand, and then they can open on up. And you say, dump out the contents. Another spectator can do this because they have no involvement or investment in the bill. They dump it out. They see the, even though this is a $1 bill, just imagine it's their $20 bill. They cannot see the inside because it was marked. It's folded on showing the outside, but the signature would be logically inside. I then do the paper clipped optical switch, explained in Jay Sankey's DVD, leaving the real sign 20 right here. Pocket it as would be the in the Jay Sankey version, and then open up the bill to show it is theirs, and then they freak out because now you've made their bill that vanished or transposed from their signed 20 to a $1 bill now jump inside the Pokeball, and now it gives a full conclusion from the beginning to the end, and it's like a 10-minute act. And just involves straight money. You're not doing anything else. It's very involving. Not a single card trick in sight. And all these things. And this is also heavily inspired by Chris Mayhew's Das Kapital in the book Switch by John Lovick. When I talk to people at the Magic Library, the Magic Library, Academy of Magical Arts Library in the Magic Castle, I remember I was talking to people about that routine, and they say, oh, no, that routine stays secret. No one should know about that. That's too good a routine. Everyone's hating on me for that. And the one thing I didn't like about the routine was that at the end you lose $1. Even though it's small, I just didn't like that idea. So I reworked the routine, so all 4 pieces, or technically 5 magic moments, all come together, and you end up with a Pokeball moment. You get to actually have it stored in a Pokeball, and these Pokeballs you could get from eBay. For like a couple bucks. Takes like a month to ship out unless you want to pay $9 and get shipped to you from somewhere local. Your choice, I don't judge. But just saying it's in a Pokeball and you get that nerdy moment is really cool. So while it is a shorter explanation because I couldn't really dive into the gaffes and everything, which is fair because, again, J. Noble Lozada, it's his. It's from the book Switch. It's from Tom Isaacson's Prophet. It's from Jay Sankey's paperclip switch that it was originally for cards, and I modified it for a bill, paper bill. So there's all those things going to line to make this routine work, and I'm thankful for each of them so that I can stand atop the shoulder of giants and be able to bring this beautiful routine that's like 10 minutes long to life. Anyways, my name is Dan, and I hope you enjoyed the Pokeball money routine.